Reacher Season 3 already looks way better than the Prime Video show's disappointing Season 2. After watching Reacher Season 3's first teaser, it is hard not to believe it already looks way better than Season 2. Developed by Nick Santora, Amazon Prime Video's Reacher is not the first screen adaptation of Lee Child's Jack Reacher books. Before the series, two movies starring Tom Cruise attempted to bring two Lee Child novels to the big screens. While the first movie performed fairly well at the box office, the second proved that the film series' extreme deviations from the source material did not resonate with Lee Child's readers. Fortunately, Amazon's Reacher did not make the same mistake. While introducing minimal changes to Lee Child's killing floor, Reacher Season 1 presented a compelling adaptation of its source, allowing it to become one of Prime Video's most valuable IPs. Learning from its predecessor's success, Reacher Season 2 also closely adapted most elements of Lee Child's Bad Luck and Trouble, but still felt underwhelming compared to Season 1. Reacher Season 3 could have easily fallen into the same traps as Season 2, but as its teaser suggests, it is rectifying the previous installment's flaws and bringing back all the aspects that made Season 1 captivating. Jack Reacher joined forces with the former members of the 110th Special Investigation Unit in Reacher Season 2. Although Needley, Dixon, and O'Donnell were fascinating additions to the show's roster, they seemed a little too similar to the Allan Ritchson character. Like him, they came off as overpowered former military personnel who could single-handedly take down more bad guys than one. This significantly changed the series and its portrayal of Jack Reacher, because the character seemed far more formidable and self-reliant when he teamed up with Roscoe and Finley in Season 1. As Reacher Season 3's trailer confirms, Allan Ritchson's Jack Reacher will return to being the powerful, solitary figure he was in Season 1. He will not team up with his former military allies and walk solo, as he sets out to serve justice to wrongdoers and protect the innocent. By adapting Lee Child's Persuader, Reacher Season 3 is already bringing back one of the best aspects of the Amazon series' first installment. It is embracing the character's lone wolf persona instead of diminishing his screen presence with unnecessary teaminess. Although Needley is not a part of Lee Child's Persuader, Reacher Season 3's teaser confirms that she will return in some capacity. However, it seems like she, too, will have a limited role in the new installment and has only been added to the roster to pave the way for Reacher's upcoming Needley spin-off show. These hinted story details from Reacher Season 3 affirm that its focus will remain squarely on the titular character, whose larger-than-life personality and stoic demeanor were primary drivers of Season 1's success. Amazon Prime Video's Reacher has left no stone unturned with its casting choices. Owing to this, it is not surprising that its creators have seemingly cast the perfect actor, Olivia Richters, to play one of Season 3's villains, Polly. In Lee Child's Persuader, Jack Reacher describes Polly as a very big guy. He even compares him with himself, claiming that Polly was at least 6 inches taller than him and 10 inches wider across the shoulders. Since Allan Ritchson's Jack Reacher himself is a colossal protagonist, finding the right star to play Polly had to be challenging. After the exhilarating debut season of Reacher on Prime Video, the show quickly garnered a loyal fanbase eager for more of Jack Reacher's brand of justice. Season 1 was a revelation, introducing viewers to a no-nonsense protagonist and delivering a perfect blend of suspense, action, and character depth. The show's star, Allan Ritchson, brought the towering and taciturn Jack Reacher to life in a way that was both faithful to the books and accessible to new viewers. However, Season 2 failed to maintain that momentum, leaving fans underwhelmed. Fortunately, the upcoming third season looks poised to remedy the mistakes of its predecessor and bring the show back to the heights of its first season. Why Season 2 disappointed fans? To understand why Season 3 already appears to be a return to form, it's important to examine the missteps of Season 2. The second season of Reacher was based on the novel Bad Luck and Trouble, one of Lee Child's less popular books in the series. While the first season captured the essence of Killing Floor with its dark and thrilling small-town mystery, Season 2 felt far more generic. The pacing was sluggish, the plot convoluted, and the supporting characters lacked the depth that made the first season so engaging. The tonal shift was also noticeable. Season 1 balanced Reacher's stoic demeanor with moments of wit and vulnerability, but Season 2 veered into overly grim territory. While Reacher is known for its violence and intensity, the second season leaned too heavily on action sequences, often at the expense of character development. Additionally, the decision to move Reacher away from the small-town setting that worked so well in the first season took away from the show's atmosphere. The new urban environment felt less distinct and left little room for the kind of character interaction that made the first season shine. Moreover, the emotional weight that Season 1 carried, particularly through Reacher's relationships with the people he encountered, was largely absent in Season 2. While fans enjoyed seeing Reacher's former military comrades, the show didn't delve deeply enough into their dynamics or their shared history. As a result, the stakes never felt as high, and the emotional core of the show was weakened. This left viewers with little to connect to, making it feel like just another action show, devoid of the nuance and complexity that set Reacher apart initially. Why Season 3 is showing signs of improvement, thankfully, early hints about Reacher Season 3 suggest that the showrunners have taken note of the criticisms. The show is reportedly returning to its roots with a more character-driven storyline that harkens back to the first season's success. Season 3 is set to adapt The Enemy, which takes place in Reacher's earlier days as a military police officer. This fresh approach will give fans a glimpse into Reacher's backstory and provide a more complex narrative with rich character arcs, something that Season 2 lacked. Additionally, the decision to focus on Reacher's military past opens the door for deeper exploration of his relationships and what makes him the lone wolf he is in the present. Rather than relying solely on action sequences, Season 3 will likely highlight Reacher's strategic mind and his ability to outthink his adversaries, a hallmark of the character in the books that was somewhat underplayed in the second season. Another promising sign is the potential return to a more grounded setting. While Season 2's urban backdrop felt uninspired, Season 3's military base and international settings promise to bring back the sense of place that made Season 1 so gripping. The narrative complexity of The Enemy, which deals with a conspiracy within the military, offers the opportunity for tension and intrigue that were sorely missing from the previous season's plot. The supporting cast in Season 3 is also shaping up to be a step up. While Season 2 had underdeveloped characters, the new season promises to introduce a roster of compelling personalities, including those who challenge Reacher both mentally and emotionally. The new characters will likely create more opportunities for meaningful interactions and push Reacher out of his comfort zone, which could bring out a more nuanced side of his character. Fans will be eager to see how Reacher navigates the morally ambiguous world of military politics and how his personal code of justice comes into play in this new environment. Allan Ritchson's growth in the role, one of the most exciting aspects of Season 3, is the continued evolution of Allan Ritchson as Jack Reacher. While he was already a standout in the first two seasons, Ritchson's portrayal is expected to reach new heights in the third installment. The upcoming season will give him more emotional material to work with as he navigates Reacher's internal struggles, his past traumas, and his complicated relationship with the military. Ritchson's ability to convey Reacher's stoic exterior while hinting at the character's deeper emotions has been one of the show's greatest strengths, and Season 3 looks like it will give him even more opportunities to shine. Conclusion: